Do you think your boss at work actually does anything, or do you think they have kind of a fake job? Or do you think your job is fake and doesn't really need to exist? See, there's this belief that's been going around for decades that's almost risen to the level of a conspiracy theory that something like 80% of the white-collar middle management jobs in the United States don't need to exist. This has particularly become a thing in right-wing politics. They'll talk about PMCs, the professional managerial class. And they stereotype these people as having upper middle class incomes, doing office jobs with just sending a bunch of emails. And that they've formed a subculture where they basically have just enough power in an organization to protect their own salaries and positions. So the theory goes that in an organization, you've got the people at the bottom who actually do all of the work, and you've got the person at the top who's responsible for the whole thing. And the theory goes, in both of those cases, they have outcomes that are actually measurable. You know, this guy down here has a quota for how many packages he has to ship out in a day. This person has a quota for how many sales they have to make in a month. The CEO has specific revenue goals for the entire organization. But then they say, you've got all these people in the middle. And that those people only have like 1 hour a day of actual work. I mean, this is what The Office was about. Everybody in that office was busy all of the time except for Michael. These days, you'll see people saying things like this. How do I get one of those jobs that aren't real, where I send an email and then go to a meeting and then draft an email and then leave work and get paid $98,000 a year and have some nonsense job title that sounds important? And then the theory is that there's this huge cultural shift coming where all of these people are going to get pushed out of their jobs by AI. I mean, this is what Elon Musk's whole deal is his belief that most of the people working in cubicles are just taking up space. Now, I will say this has not been my experience at all. In the large companies where I've worked, the whole issue was you had a CEO who was totally out of touch with what was going on the ground, where this layer of managers actually acted as protection or a buffer so that the people down here could actually do their jobs. And I think this is largely a pop culture invention, but I'm curious to know what you think.